Hello friends. Now in this video lecture we will see the string instructions of Intel's 8086 or 8088 processor. Now generally string is an ordered set of homogeneous data elements. And normally the elements of that given string, those are stored in sequential memory locations, either in the data segment or in the extra segment in 8086 processor. So accordingly, there are two types of strings here. A string which is referred from data segment is the source string, and the another string which may be referred sometimes from the extra segment, that is called as a destination string. The source string, which is from data segment, its offset address is always given by source index register, whereas the destination string, which is taken from that extra segment, its offset will be given by destination index register. Okay, now let us see here all these string instructions at a glance on this particular screen, and then the detailed explanation thereafter. So here are 5 string instructions, and each of that instruction which is having a byte variation and a word variation. So in all there will be 10 instructions. Out of that, the first instruction here is LODSB, that is load string byte, a byte variation, or LODSW, that is load string word, the word variation, which is written even on the right side. Load string byte or word. Then the next instruction here is store string byte or store string word, STOSB or STOSW. The third instruction is a move string byte or move string word. Now basically move string instruction, which is nothing but a sequential execution of load string followed by store string. That's why inside bracket on the right side it is written MOVS, move string, that is equal to load string LODS plus store string STOS. Of course, for both the variations of that move string instruction here, the same theory, that same concept will be applicable. Like move string byte is equal to load string byte plus store string byte. Same thing, move string word, that is equal to load string word plus store string word. Then the fourth string instruction is a scan string byte, scan string word. It is basically used for searching one particular byte which is in accumulator, or searching one particular word in 16-bit accumulator AX register. Okay, within that given string here. And then the last instruction is a compare string byte and compare string word, CMP-SB and CMP-SW. Now we need to understand each of that string instruction in detail. So here is a load string instruction, LODS. Of course, I want to explain both the variations of that load string instruction here. So first of all, the explanation just in a single sentence. It loads a byte or word into accumulator. That is either AL register or AX register from the source address. Okay, if byte is to be loaded, that is into AL register from the source address, the instruction will be load string byte. And if a word is to be loaded into AX register from two source addresses, two locations, source locations, okay, in that case that instruction is LODSW, load string word. Okay, so these two variations now we will see here in detail. First of all, LODSB, load string byte. Okay, as we know that byte is to be loaded means accumulator AL will be loaded with a byte, and this byte will come from the source address, and that source address will be always from data segment, and the offset is given by source index register, which is shown on the right side. Okay, it means that data segment register and the source index register collectively will define 20 bits of physical address. And from this physical address, one byte is read and this byte will be copied to AL register. This is the meaning and the function of that LODSB. Okay, the basic LODSB instruction is only this much. But the effect of direction flag need to be elaborated after every string instruction, whether it is a byte variation or word variation does not matter. That's why here, if the direction flag is 0, then the index register involved will be auto incremented. So here you can observe, if the direction flag is 0, SI plus 1, the contents are copied to SI. On the other hand, if the direction flag is set to 1, in that case SI minus 1 copied to SI. It means that auto increment operation in the byte variation of that load string instruction here is just by 1. Okay, that auto increment or auto decrement operation for that source index register is by 1 because it is a byte variation. Now the next instruction is LODSW is here. In this case, a word will be loaded into 16-bit accumulator, that is AX register. And this word will come from two source offset locations from the data segment here. So data segment, offset SI and offset SI plus 1, two sequential memory offsets will be used to supply that 16 bits of data, and these 16 bits of data will be ultimately loaded to AX register. Okay, sometimes this operation of 16-bit transfer, which is shown on the right side for LODSW instruction, can be shown in a splitted manner, just like shown here. That is, data segment offset SI, a byte read and copied to AL, and data segment SI plus 1, the subsequent offset. Another byte is read and it is copied to higher register AH. So that way 16 bits of data will be read and loaded into AX register. Okay, then the effect of direction flag. So here is the effect of direction flag. If the direction flag is reset 0, then SI register will be auto incremented by 2. SI plus 2 copied to SI. And if the direction flag is set to 1, then it is auto decremented by 2. SI minus 2 copied to SI. You can clearly observe in case of byte variation that auto increment or auto decrement is by 1 for the index register involved. Whereas in case of word variation, that involved index register will be auto incremented or auto decremented by 2. It is just because word is of 2 bytes. And byte is always a single byte, we know. That's why auto increment or decrement will be 1 in case of byte variation in order to get that next source address. Whereas in case of word variation, in order to get that next source address, in order to get that next word, that is with increment or decrement of 2 locations here. So this is about that load string instruction. Now the next is the store string instruction, exactly opposite to that of the load string. So here It stores a byte or word from accumulator. If it is a byte, then accumulator will be AL. If it is a word, then the accumulator will be AX. It stores a byte or word from accumulator, which is either AL or AX, to the destination address now. It means that in case of store string, the byte or word from accumulator will be copied or it will be stored to the destination address. Okay, so let us see here. Store string byte. In this case, on the right side, extreme right, the contents of AL register will be simply copied to extra segment and the offset is given by destination index register, DI register. So that way contents of AL register will be stored to the destination address, single destination address, because it is a byte variation. Single byte is enough for copying the contents of AL. Then the effect of direction flag I have to elaborate. As usual, it is a byte variation. So that DI register which was involved will be either auto incremented by 1 if the direction flag 0 or auto decremented by 1 if the direction flag is 1, which is shown here. Then the next variation will be a word variation, STOSW, store string word, where the word from accumulator AX, 16-bit accumulator, will be stored to two offset locations here, that is DI and DI plus 1, both from extra segment here. Okay, 16 bits of data from accumulator AX to be stored. It means that two offset locations are obviously required. And these two offset locations both will be from extra segment. The lower will be DI, the upper will be DI plus 1. So accordingly, both the locations are shown inside that square bracket. Okay, DI offset is shown on right side inside bracket and di plus 1 which is shown on the left side because it is higher location. And once we write this basic operation of store string word, then the effect of direction flag to be quoted, to be written. Okay, here is the splitted operation. In case if we want that splitted operation of that store string word, that the lower byte, that is contents of AL, will be copied to extra segment offset given by DI, the lower offset. Then the contents of AH register, that is the higher byte, which will be copied to extra segment offset DI plus 1. The subsequent incremented offset, that higher byte will be copied. And then the effect of direction flag here. If direction flag 0, then auto increment DI by 2. If direction flag is 1, then auto decrement that contents of DI by 2. As it is a word variation, auto increment or decrement is by 2 here, by 2 locations. Third instruction is a move string instruction. It moves a byte or word from source location to the destination location, from source to destination address. As we know that source address will be from data segment, the offset given by source index, and the destination will be in extra segment, the offset is given by destination index register. So in this case, in this instruction move string, both SI and DI, both the index registers will be involved in the operation. So let us see move string byte, the first byte variation. In case of this move string byte instruction here, from the data segment, offset given by source index, which is shown on the right side, a byte is read and that byte will be copied to extra segment offset given by destination index. You can clearly observe it. A byte from the source location is copied to the destination location, destination address. Source location will be from data segment offset given by SI, and destination location will be an extra segment offset given by DI. Clearly shown and understood, it is on the right side. Then the effect of direction flag. If the direction flag is 0, then both SI DI will be auto incremented by 1. Observe it as the first line. And if the direction flag is 1, then SI and DI, both the registers will be auto decremented by 1, which is observed on the subsequent line. Then the next will be move string word. MOVSW, move string word. In that case, from the data segment, two source offset locations are required here, which are given by SI and SI plus 1. Okay, clearly shown on the right side, data segment colon inside square bracket, SI plus 1 which is shown on the left side colon SI which is shown on the right side, and then that bracket is complete. Okay, from these two offset location from that data segment, 2 bytes are read, and these 2 bytes will be copied to extra segment where the two offset location, destination offset locations are clearly shown inside that bracket DI and DI plus 1. If at all I want to show this operation in a byte by byte manner, then it can be shown like this. From data segment offset given by SI, byte is copied to extra segment offset given by DI. And subsequently, the next byte from data segment offset given by SI plus 1, that byte will be copied to extra segment offset given by DI plus 1. Okay, it means that word transfer will be two subsequent data byte transfers. Okay, which are clearly shown here. Then the effect of direction flag. If the direction flag is 0, as it is a word variation, that will be auto increment the contents of SI and DI register by 2, which is shown here. And the second line, if the direction flag is 1, then auto decrement both SI and DI register. Okay, the effect of that direction flag in every string instruction need to be written, even though it is not a part of that corresponding instruction. Then the next instruction is a scan string instruction here, SCAS, having two variations, that is scan string byte and scan string word. So here, scan string, it means that searching a particular byte or word of the accumulator into the destination string by the way of subtraction. It clearly means that a byte or the word to be searched is to be taken into accumulator, either AL or AX register. And then this particular byte or word will be subsequently compared with the destination string byte or word in a successive manner. In a successive manner until we are getting particular byte or word perfectly matched within that particular string. Okay, this searching will be always performed. Searching will be always performed by the way of subtraction. So let us see here. Scan string byte instruction. What happens in case of scan string byte? On the right side it is written AL. A byte which is to be searched, that is in accumulator AL, minus the destination string byte will be from extra segment offset given by DI. So this particular subtract operation is performed and then update the flags. Okay, it clearly means that byte which is to be searched will be taken into accumulator AL. This byte will be searched first of all, it is compared first of all with the first byte of that destination string. If it is not matching, obviously AL minus that particular byte, first byte of that string, will not be setting that 0 flag. Obviously, after incrementing that particular destination address, now that same AL byte will be compared with that second byte of that corresponding string here. Again by the same way of subtraction which is shown here. It means that the byte which is to be searched will be consistently compared with every element of that destination string by incrementing addresses. I am saying incrementing, but there can be even decrementing also, because both the options are available with that direction flag, with the help of direction flag. Okay, so at one particular point, if that byte which is to be searched, which is now in accumulator AL, that is matching to one of the byte within that destination string here, then that particular comparison, that particular scanning, we are getting 0 flag set to 1. And subsequently my scanning is over and successful. Okay, that location, that offset location which is given by DI is referred here, and this offset location given by DI is nothing but the memory address within that destination string where that searched byte is successfully found. So this is the application of that scan string byte here. But the basic operation is by the way of subtraction, which is written here, and operation of flag, we are specifically talking about the 0 flag. And then the effect of direction flag, as usual, we have to write. It is auto increment or auto decrement the contents of that destination index register depending on the direction flag, which is written here. Then the next variation is a scan string word. Okay, the word to be searched will be taken into AX register minus. The destination word which is to be taken from two offset locations from extra segment. So extra segment inside square bracket, two offset locations are defined, DI and DI plus 1. And then again update flags, especially 0 flag we are talking about. So here that searching of that particular say word will be done with two subsequent locations each within that destination string here, until we are finding that particular word found within that destination string at certain offset location. So basic operation is only this much. Then the effect of direction flag, of course, after the splitted operation which is shown here, which I don't want to explain, you can understand at your own. Then the effect of direction flag, both that DI register will be either auto incremented or auto decremented by 2, as it is a word variation depending on the setting of the direction flag. So this is about that scan string instruction here. Then the last instruction is a compare string instruction, CMPS, which is basically used for the comparison purpose, comparison of two strings. How it is performed? It is written here. Subtract a byte or word of the destination string from that of source string. Okay, it means that comparison of two strings will be performed here. Source string minus destination string in a byte by byte manner. If it is a byte variation, compare string byte, or in a word by word manner if that variation is a compare string word variation. Okay, so subtract operation is basically performed. Okay, source string minus destination string, subtract operation is performed, and then that comparison of two strings will be carried out. Okay, let us see here. Compare string byte. In case of compare string byte here, that source byte which is taken from data segment, offset given by source index minus The destination byte which is taken from destination string, which is stored in extra segment, offset given by destination index. It clearly means that in case of compare string byte here, one byte of source string minus one byte of corresponding byte of destination string. This operation is performed and then simply update the flag, check the flags. Once again, just like scan string, here also we are carefully observing the setting of that zero flag. Because whenever we compare two equal bytes in compare string byte, then and then only at that position only, we are getting zero flag set to 1 because of this particular operation which is stated on the right side. Okay, it means that the comparison of two bytes will be carried out, source byte minus destination byte, and if both source and destination string bytes are equal, then and then only zero flag is set to 1. So update the flags or check the flag, we mean especially zero flag. And then the effect of direction flag we have to specify here. As usual, both SIDI, the involved index register, both will be auto incremented by 1 if the direction flag is 0, and both will be auto decremented by 1 if the direction flag is 1, which is clearly stated there. Then the next will be compare string word. The comparison of source and destination string will be done in a word by word manner. It means that source string word, which is taken from data segment, two offset locations si plus 1, minus the destination string, which is taken from extra segment from two offset location di plus 1. This operation will be performed. Subtraction result is not stored anywhere. Neither even in case of scan string instruction, nor even in case of compare string instruction. The subtraction is performed, but the result is not stored, only flags are updated, and that too, especially we are checking zero flag. Splitted manner, which I have explained. It means that compare string word, if I want to show it in a splitted manner, it looks like this. Source string, its first offset locations byte, minus destination string, its first offset location. Similarly, subsequent byte on the next line, and then update the flag, check the flags. And then the effect of direction flag, which is to be written at the bottom. Here is that effect of direction flag, auto increment or auto decrement SI and DI, both the index register by 2, depending on the setting of that direction flag, which is shown, clearly shown and written here. Now question here, where this particular compare string byte or compare string word instructions are used. One classic example is about password verification. In case of any system, we are having the authentication by using a password. Okay, normally the password, initial password is set by the user, and this password will be stored in the data segment. The offset addresses will be given by SI, and it will take some characters, 8 character or even sometimes more than that. Okay, this particular initial set password, system password, will be stored in the data segment, and the offsets will be given by SI, and it will occupy some memory locations thereafter. Now, whenever you want to log in into that system subsequently afterwards, in that case, you just try to recall that password in your mind and try to enter it through that keyboard. Okay, once that particular password is entered through that keyboard, that will be stored into extra segment. The offset locations are given by destination index. And once you press that enter key here, then that comparison then that comparison of already stored password byte with the newly entered password byte, okay, that will be carried out. Okay, first byte or first character of already stored password and first character of newly entered password now will be compared. If both are matching, then zero flag will be set. Then subsequently, the control program will now go for checking of subsequent byte. Second byte of that already stored password and second byte of newly entered password will be compared. Again, if that zero flag is set to 1, it means that second byte also matches. So that way this operation will be continued till that last character of that already stored password and this last character of this newly entered password are matching. If all the characters match, in every comparison, if we are getting zero flag set, in that case only your password is treated to be correctly entered and you will be allowed to log in. So such type of login application, password authentication, that can be implemented by using a compare string byte or compare string word type of string related instructions. So this is one of the best example here. Now next, towards the end of the string instructions here, repeat prefixes for the string instructions. Now each of that string instruction which I have now explained, there are 5 string instruction with byte and word variation, total will become 10. But each of that string instruction that either manipulates the byte data or word data alone. But anyway, we want to make that particular string instruction to apply a set of bytes or a set of words. It means that string instruction, basic string instruction, I want to repeat on multiple bytes or multiple words, so that that single string instruction becomes more powerful. And this is possible by using repeat prefixes here. I want to repeat certain string instruction, say multiple number of times, so that multiple bytes or multiple words can be processed as per that corresponding string instruction. Okay, so let us see here those repeat prefixes. These are used to repeat a string operation, which is first point stated here. Because basic string operation that works on byte or word, single byte or single word, and I want to repeat it so that that instruction becomes more powerful. And second point here, that count is to be defined in that CX register. Count must be defined in CX register. Now here is that basic repeat prefix, repeat. One example is written here, repeat, REP, MOVSB, move string byte. Now what operation is performed here? The operation to be performed here by this particular example, which is written on the right side. There are 3 steps stated. Perform that move string byte operation. It clearly means that from source location 1 byte is moved to destination location. Once that byte is transferred from source to destination, then count CX is decremented by 1. CX minus 1 copied to CX. And then in the subsequent step here, third step here, if that count CX is not equal to 0, then repeat that particular operation, go back and perform move string byte again. So subsequent byte will be transferred. Again count will be decremented, CX minus 1. Again count will be checked at the bottom. If count is not 0, then go to repeat again. It means that by a single instruction here, move string byte, if a prefix REP is attached before that particular instruction here, it is a prefix to be attached before that particular mnemonic of that instruction, then this instruction becomes more powerful. This instruction will work like a single instruction loop performing that move string byte operation. How many times? The count which has been defined in that CX register. The count defined in CX till this particular instruction will be repetitively executed. So this is the basic repeat prefix here which can be attached to that string instruction. A slight variation is about REPE instruction, repeat while equal or repeat while 0, both are one and the same, REPZ. The example is REPZ compare string byte. The operation perform compare string byte. Comparison of two bytes to be performed here, source and destination byte, compare string byte. Then count is to be decremented by 1, CX minus 1 copied to CX. And if that count is not equal to 0 and if that 0 flag is equal to 1. Okay, that REPZ, that Z stands for 0. One additional condition is written in the third step. If that count is not equal to 0, CX is not equal to 0 and 0 flag is set to 1. In that compare string byte operation, then and then only repeat the operation, go back and execute compare string byte, subsequent byte comparison to be performed. Then again decrement that count by 1, CX minus 1. If that count is not equal to 0 and still that 0 flag is equal to 1 even after second comparison, then only go back and carry out third comparison. It means that here that condition which is imposed is not only that counter reaching to 0 but additional 0 flag set to 1 after comparison of their corresponding source and destination bytes. Okay, this repeat while equal or repeat while 0 is applicable to compare string instruction or scan string instruction. One more variation is there which is reverse to this second, that is repeat while not equal, REPNE slash REPNZ, repeat while not 0. Again it is also equally applicable to that compare string instruction or scan string instruction. Example is given here, REPNZ compare string byte. Operation is almost identical except that second condition is reverse. So here in the operation, first of all perform that compare string byte, then count is decremented by 1, CX minus 1 copied to CX. If that count is not equal to 0, which is always there in every repeat prefix, you can observe. And if that 0 flag is equal to 0, not 0 means 0 flag is reset, then and then only repeat that particular operation by going back. Okay, now out of these three repeat prefixes here, first repeat prefix, the basic one, REP, that is applicable for all 5 types of string instructions. All 5, byte as well as word variation, all. While repeat while 0 or repeat while not 0, which are the next 2 repeat prefixes, will be applicable only for scan string and compare string type of instructions, byte and word variations. Anyway, by using repeat prefixes here, that basic string instruction becomes more powerful and it is applied. That operation is applied to a series of bytes and series of words. Okay, that particular operation, string operation, will be performed on a series of bytes or series of words depending on that byte or word variation of that corresponding string instruction. The count you have to appropriately load or define within that CX register prior to use such type of repeat prefixes. So this is all about that string instructions here. I hope that you understood these concepts.